Call meeting in order. Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Better make myself small.
Ms. Shaw and our solicitor are not going to be here tonight. The solicitor's wife has possible COVID. They're not sure. She's got all the symptoms except for a fever. And I just, he was a.
Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
And Bailey?
Yeah.
Want to see that.
Minutes?
Presented to them, I just wanted you to see.
Motion for the minutes.
I
Second.
told them, I heard to you.
This is for the first one and the second one, don't we have two in there?
Oh, yeah, they got two. They got.
We can add both of them together.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Motion for both.
Mhm.
Second for both.
Bennett?
Yes.
Thomas?
Abstain on the regular and yes on the special.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Bills.
Motion for the bills.
Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Hourly workers' time report.
You got one?
Yeah. Okay. Fireman's time.
Motion for the fireman's time.
Second.
Bennett? Yes. Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
And Bailey?
Yes.
Okay. All right, clerk wrench.
I'd like to encumber $5,325. $825 is for American Legal Publishing for the 2021 books. And $4,500 is for the Government Accounting Solutions Company that supports our billing, accounting, and payroll programs.
Motion to encumber.
Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
And Bailey?
Yes.
Currently, I show the balance for the CARES Act funding that has not been spent, $7,622.48. I did receive a email from Comp Management, is the company that handles our unemployment service. And according to their email, the village is entitled to receive another $41,225 by mid-December. I have not read that anyplace else. So that's just what I read, but I'll
That'd be
wait to
nice.
see on that. I'd like approval for the employees to have their Christmas lunch noon on December 16th, having only the employees in the building. So it would just be the men and what I think would be Cindy and Steph and I. That way everybody can keep our distance.
Oh, that's fine.
You want to do a vote for an hour lunch?
I'll make a motion for that hour.
Second.
Bennett?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
And Bailey?
Yes. Council members can still come, right?
I would prefer not, only because we're like gonna plan on having the tables out here to eat on, unless you can stay that, far away.
Oh, you can feeding through the window.
That's an idea.
Well, we put a mask on, but
I need to call after everybody's done tonight, executive session regarding employees, appointment, dismissal, discipline, promotion. It can wait till other department's gone. I have the third reading of legislation number 2018. It is the legislation to pass the pay increases for Tom Hartman and for Jeff Seward.
Motion to pass?
Isn't that also for
The police,
the police department and Bavick also?
yeah, it's on a different ordinance.
Okay. Well, make a motion, second.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
and Bailey.
yes.
The third reading and pass ordinance number 2019, an ordinance making the temporary appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Beach City, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2021. Will be actually your second reading.
Thank you.
This is the third reading. Resolution 2010 will be a third reading. A resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and the clerk of the Village of Beach City, Ohio to sign the contract with Stephen Bavick, solicitor for the year 2021 services.
Motion.
Second,
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
and Bailey.
yes.
I will tell you one last thing, is I'm working on payroll tomorrow. I will be paying the checks for the council. In it will be your certificate from Validese. Would you prefer I hold them and everybody pick them up, or do you want me to really take a chance to put them in the mail?
I'll pick mine up. Everybody's in the village anyhow.
Okay, because I'm afraid if I mail them, I don't know where they're gonna go or where they're gonna end up. Okay. And that's all I have right now.
What about resolution 2012?
Oh, nope. You're right. 2011. There it is. It's the third reading.
Okay,
Okay, it was to increase the permanent appropriations of current expenses and other expenditures of the Village of Beach City for fiscal year ending December 31st, 2020. Oh, this is where I had to increase the payroll for fire and sewer. It is the
That's third
third
reading.
reading.
Motion to pass.
second,
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
and Bailey.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay, we don't have any public speak. I will say one thing about Stephen, just so everybody know. He did get a job with the sheriff's department. I think he starts the first part of the new year, so
Stevenson.
it's gonna be transition, our solicitor.
Oh, he's leaving us?
No, he's leaving the place where he works.
Oh, okay.
Prosecutor's office.
Yeah, prosecutor.
Oh, yeah, because they got a new prosecutor,
Right.
yeah.
I just
What
wanna
what
let
would
you
he
know.
do with the sheriff? He would act as a lawyer for
That
him?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was.
Seems how he's a lawyer of it, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be
I'm
doing.
gonna be the
something.
plumber.
Oh, thank you.
Are you sure?
Well, no.
Mr. Anderson, Chief Anderson, sorry.
All right, I don't have a lot tonight. Total calls year to date's 247 versus 244 last year. Our mutual aid summary is a little lengthy. We give mutual aid to Brewster 6 times. We received it from Brewster 3 times, received from Wilmot 2 times, received from Erie Valley, received from Bolivar, received from North Lawrence, received from Mount Eaton, received from East Wayne, and received from Maslin all one time. So if you guys see that, the reason that is on December 3rd, just this past week on Thursday, we had a pretty good barn fire out on Crestline in our area. This is when I go in and every week, and I give this mutual aid summary every 2 weeks. It definitely, it ain't just one way, okay? On the 3rd, we did not even have an engine crew to respond to our own fire, hence why there were so many departments used on this fire. Brewster really took the reins and they did a hell of a job knocking this fire out. They took command, and we really appreciate everything we got from everybody, not just Brewster, but from everybody that was on scene with us. We did have to go back out about an hour, 2 hours later for a rekindle. Beach City did handle that on their own. Just the time of the day, unfortunately, people were leaving for work or haven't come home from work, and we just didn't have the manpower to do what we needed to do. So I do want to go on record and thank everybody that came to help us. I personally thank some of them already, especially the local guys. They did an outstanding job and did everything they could do, but unfortunately, I mean, the barn's probably rendered a total loss. It was a barn, garage, whatever you want to call it. So our hose has been ordered from Findlay Fire that you guys approved. I haven't seen that yet. I don't know what the lead time is on that. Brandon is going to save us shipping. He's going to have it delivered to Findlay and then bring it to us, so that saved us the shipping, saved us some money. The drive tires have been installed on tanker 133, so all the tires are done for the year. Everything should have good rubber now on it. Next foreseeable truck, as I said, would probably be the grass truck, but we got some time on that one. So both the iPads have also been ordered that you guys approved out of the EMS fund. They are shipped. I have not seen them yet. God only knows the way things are going in this town. Who knows where they'll end up. We've had a lot of problems, as I'm sure you guys are aware. So hopefully there's no issues with them. I want to remind everybody, Santa will be on the fire truck Monday, December 21st. So if you see the fire engine going around town with the lights and stuff on, don't get excited, or do if you're into Santa Claus, I guess. That'll be at 6 p.m. We're probably going to use the old engine, as we always do, 131, probably the brush truck. We're going to continue to do it, even in the COVID state that we've all dealt with. I think we're going to be able to do it safely. Trick or treat went very well, and I think we're going to be fine. So.
Did you say that was the 21st?
Yes, that'll be Monday the 21st.
We won't see you anyhow, we have a meeting that night.
Oh,
It
yeah?
says our next meeting's the 14th.
Oh, wait a minute, no, we do on the 21st, that's
Yeah,
right.
this is
Chris.
21st.
I messed that up, yeah, it
Okay.
is supposed to be.
Yeah, so you might see us go by then. I won't be at that meeting.
Just
so.
wait.
And we're going to pretty much close out the fire department for the year tonight anyway, with a few things that have come up, and I mean, we should be in good shape, minus maybe the MP order anyway. I'm going to let the mayor read the resignation of Linda Desiato. As we talked before with Mr. Bryan, I also asked Linda to resign due to the lack of training. The resignation was not officially approved. It should have been officially approved last Tuesday. We did not have enough people come in. But rather than wait until after the first of the year, we won't have a meeting again until January. We're going to go ahead and approve it. We know she's not coming back. She lives in Florida in the winter and comes up here in the summer, and she's going to be a social member. So go ahead, Joe.
Please accept this as my resignation as a member of the fire department. As I prepare to head south for 5 or 6 months, I realize I cannot dedicate the necessary time to obtain needed training to be a valuable member of this department. However, I will support the fundraising events of the department when I am available. Thank you, Linda Desiato.
Make a motion, we accept the resignation.
Second.
All equipment's been turned in?
Yes, sir.
Bennett,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richards,
Yes.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes.
She spent a lot of years.
Yes, she did a great service to our community. She was one heck of an asset, and we hate to lose her. But ultimately, she did let her training go, and she's going to stick around as a social member. She's going to help us when things return to normal. We can't do too much right now either. I mean, it's a crazy world that we're living in. It is what it is. So I'm going to bring this matter up. I do not want to pay this until after the first of the year, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there. Our contract come in on our AEDs in the village. This is a yearly thing we do every year. The total contract's $1,305.60. I'll get you a copy of this, Deb. We gotta remember, we break this down, and I do this every year because I don't remember how we charge it. But 2 of the AEDs are actually in the police cars, that's $792 of the contract. 1 AED is sitting right there, $372 of the contract. And we have 1 AED in our brush truck, which would be $372 of the contract. Total contract's $1,305.60. I'm gonna say police is $792. I don't know if that comes out of general, if it comes out of police. I'm not stepping on any toes here. But definitely $372 out of the village and $372 out of fire. And Deb knows we break this down every year.
Right.
So this is just an annual contract that we need to approve, and it does not have to come out until after the 1st. But I'd like to just get it out of the way so we ain't gotta deal with it.
I'll make a motion that we re-sign that's the insurance.
Yes, that's the
Yeah,
service
service
agreement.
contract.
It's a service contract.
1305.
$1,305.60, and it will be divided amongst probably 3 accounts.
And you ain't gonna do this after the first year, right?
Yeah, right, I don't
Yeah,
want
we're-
it paid until
We're
after the
not
first.
gonna pay it till after the 1st. We're trying to close out, I mean, what we're doing, and I'm sure she is too, so. But this way it's approved and it's ready to go, and we can jump as soon as,
It's okay to go ahead with the motion then?
Yeah, is that Stryker?
Yes.
Second?
Bennett?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Richard? Yes. McKinney?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
so this next part, I'm gonna kind of lead into why we're looking at this. I'm gonna let Dale go over it. Dale's taking the reins on this. As you guys all know, COVID's going through the roof. I mean, and it's spiking terribly. We have had several in our department alone already have to quarantine. Some directly affected their own self, not maybe through calls, but maybe through work. Others affected through family that have quarantined. And that is part of the reason too, when we have a structure fire and we don't turn a crew, when we got 2 or 3 guys at home quarantining, I mean, we don't have a choice. So what Dale's passing around it's an ultraviolet light that disinfects your units. A lot of departments are buying these, are definitely replaced, or they're definitely paid for through the CARES funding. We weren't gonna ask for any more money, but I'm gonna tell you, it's come to a point where we have to do something about decontaminating our units. We have to. We spent 40 minutes at the hospital the one day bleaching our squad from top to bottom because we knew we had a COVID patient, and I was not bringing it home the way it was. I just wasn't. Number one, we're risking the health of all 3 of our people that were on board coming back in the squad. It was sanitized top to bottom. This will get everything, you know, so.
Have we actually had COVID cases
Yes.
on Beach City?
Yes, we
Yeah.
have. Yes, we
It's,
have.
this is honestly, I know a lot of people here in our little town ain't worried about it. In all honesty, this is getting bad enough. I have to go to a COVID meeting every week with the hospitals. And that includes all the hospitals in Stark County, plus Union, plus Summit County. This has got to a point. Your Timken Mercy Hospital up there, we're at floors now that are full with COVID. We're building 2 more. They're trying to get the 4th and 5th done to convert them to COVID. They had that many patients. Them floors are so full, the ER is transferring people up to Cleveland because it's the closest hospital with openings. It's not that this disease, people aren't dying on the street. This disease is loading these hospitals, and it's loading them terribly. We walk through them units now, and they gotta convert these rooms and everything, and like I said, Timken Mercy alone's got 4 full floors, and they're building 2 more. You know, it is getting that full.
So-
Every single vent is used in Stark County right now besides 1.
How many cases of flu do they have?
How many cases of the flu? The flu, they're transferring to home and everything, and most flus are going up to the 1st floor. They're the 1st floor where the heart unit used to be, and they have 12 cases right now, flu.
I'm surprised because nobody's ever gave that out.
I've been
I
going to
asked
this
for
Stark
it.
County meeting for the last 2 months. I have to go to this meeting because I happen to be your paramedic here in Beach City. All paramedics are going to it. Every Wednesday we have it, that's an hour. Twice a month we go to the health department. I happen to go there after work because it's a 3 o'clock meeting. We sit there for an hour and we are informed of how
Why do
bad
you
this
think they don't
COVID is
report
getting.
that then?
They don't want to panic people because you got to look at the fact that we're not closing this economy again. We would destroy America if we close it.
Some people want to.
I
I
understand.
understand.
They're actually to the point where they're rewriting protocols
Right.
as we speak. They're drafting protocols to where we're not even gonna be transporting patients eventually. They're gonna have to fall on certain criteria, certain vitals, certain symptoms, or they're not gonna get a ride to the hospital. They're gonna leave them at home. I mean, they have no choice. They gotta do it.
I sit here and watch you, and I will tell you this, everybody's wearing a mask, that's great. They are finding the biggest offense is at 6 foot. If there's a way you guys can extend that table, you're just helping yourself because you're here for an extended amount of time. You're here for slightly over an hour among each other. Don't worry about your core cell, you know? People that you're around every day, people I go to work with every day. I'm not worried about them too much because it's just like a family unit, you know? It's the outside people coming in contact with you. But yes, Bailey, it's not, flat and simple, it's not a hoax. People are catching this. And it's not the fact that they're worried about people dying in the streets, it's the fact they're worried, we are almost in Stark County at capacity.
I got relations, got it.
So,
Yeah.
so the light you're passing around is it's an ultraviolet light. It hangs in our unit. When we leave, we plug it in, we turn it on, it runs a cycle. The ultraviolet light will kill anything that's in the back of that squad. So the question I raised, that, okay, COVID's not gonna be here forever. I understand that. But it also kills anything related to HIV, it kills.
Yeah.
So I mean, this light will be useful from now and forever. It's
Yeah.
not something that we're gonna buy and then throw in a closet and,
No.
God forbid, whenever COVID's
Do you
over.
have to clean the ambulance out before you
Yes,
use the
we
light?
still have to
Still gotta
surface
clean.
clean
Still
it.
gotta do that.
But this is gonna get everything in the back.
Kills
It's gonna
germs.
get, yes, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's-
kill everything.
It is used in the hospitals right now. The hospitals have 3 of these units, but they have the stand-up units.
I've
that
seen
are
the
6
handheld
foot.
one on
So
television.
what
Right.
we're gonna
only
ask
getting a
for.
2-foot one. We only want the little
We're
$1,500
gonna ask for
piece.
2 of these, okay, and I'll tell you why. Yes, we have 2 squads, and yes, we rotate our squads.
Right.
But as the chief, I would like to see at least once a month, our engines decontaminated with a light, our tanker, our rescue. I mean, we're, in any truck over there, we could put this light in there and we can clean these units.
So you gotta do is plug it in, sit it in the truck, and it takes care of everything.
Yes.
To a point, yes.
How much, what's the price on one of them? I didn't catch.
1,500.
He's got it in his hand, it's
Right.
1,500 per light.
And they are
like I said,
portable as far as you can
Yeah.
take it out of one and put
It's
it
2
in.
foot tall. It's 2 foot
Doesn't
tall.
say
It's
on here
nearly
how
about.
much they are.
Huh?
He has it, I think, right there. The price.
Oh, that's right.
I
It
did
wasn't
see
on
it
there.
earlier.
I sent it the other way.
It's not, I asked about it.
I apologize. I sent it the other way.
As far as the
Moving.
capacity, I know it says it goes up to 6 by 6 and
Right.
it tells you how long. Is that just like a sample or does it go up to a bigger room?
It-
ER taxes.
You don't wanna go much bigger than a 8 by 8 on that.
Okay.
It's gonna be
And that-
reimbursed.
The
that'll
bigger the
cover all
room,
the
the bigger the
troubles.
light, because I am looking for some like for the offices and
So it
stuff.
says 1,500.
And right now, what's happening is, your doctor's offices and that are scooping them off. I found 3 places that make them. They're giving me 6 to 9 month lead time just to get the order.
So the ones he's showing you would definitely be sufficient for our
Right.
squads, absolutely for our engines. I would like to personally buy 2 of them, I'd like to purchase 2, and like I said, it would definitely be able to come out of that CARES. And I know I said we were done, but we gotta do something, we can't.
Do we still have money in the CARES fund
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, she's got like 7.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
7,006 something.
Yeah.
Because we get an extra 41,000 or 14, whatever you said.
If it
If
comes.
if it gets passed,
Now, let me, is the 10 in from the township, did you get that yet or no?
No,
Okay,
no, I didn't, I'm glad you said that, I didn't think about
You
it.
wanna
I
make a
have not
motion,
got that
Fran?
in yet.
okay, I was just curious if I need to follow up or. could
you're gonna
we-
start getting some of the reimbursements from state, they're approved.
Right. We
Not
should be
all
getting
of
10
them, but-
more thousand for CARES money from the township, if you remember, that was their contribution for the CPR.
Let's go with 2.
Make motion that we purchase 2 of them.
Second.
I appreciate it, guys.
Janet?
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Richard,
Keep it, take it, I don't care.
McKinney,
Yes.
Bailey.
Yes,
I have a question to Dale. Dale, would you be able to have time to look up the information from the same company for those units that sit on the floor that we could, that filters the air in the room?
All the area in it? No, I was checking all ultraviolet light, but I can add that on and do that
Do you,
for
I
you.
mean, do you have time or?
Yes, absolutely I do. When it comes to this, yes. Yes,
I'd be interested in having something at least for
Yeah,
in here,
right.
this room, and then over at the fire station.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. I'll make sure of that. I'll make sure I add that on. You want the air cleaning units?
Yes.
I know the ones that go into your furnace right now, you can get them to install in your furnace. The quote on that was like $3,200.
Halo systems, whatever they call it, something like that,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, they go right into your furnace system.
how many
That's the
we
whole
gonna
building.
need between here and the fire department, and where else?
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about the fire department.
I wouldn't get
because
an
the way
air
that's-
system for the
Police
fire.
department,
This building, I wouldn't be against it. I certainly
What about
wouldn't
the
be
fire
against it.
department, police department?
That's up to the
That would
police
be up to
department.
chief and captain there.
I know.
There is nobody coming and going in fire right now. We got the building
Right.
locked down, but our personnel. So as long as we can keep our units clean, that's our biggest
Did
priority.
you cancel your bingo also?
Yes,
Yeah.
bingo's been done
Bingo.
since March. Yeah, money's gonna start getting tight. It is what it is,
It
but
is.
Mine's
yeah.
getting funny, huh?
well, if we got everything paid for in the big items, through the
Yeah.
CARE Act,
Yeah.
I think we can get by pretty good.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, we
We're
did,
doing
and I
wonderful.
actually brought the
We are
5-year
doing
plan.
wonderful.
We did phenomenal this year.
Yes.
We have tackled so much stuff off of our 5-year plan. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's all been, most of it has been through CARES funding. The
Yes.
big allotment we got through the capital improvements for our pagers. It has taken our 5-year plan and it has chopped it almost in half. It's been great.
Yeah, you guys have been great.
The hose is gonna be another biggie. It'll all be done for now. God knows when they'll make another date. We're definitely going leaps in the right direction. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything else. We won't need nothing else this year. Maybe another EMP order, which we've talked about
We
that.
talked about that again.
We'll probably need that for sure, and then just maybe an emergency breakdown, and we won't need anything else. The only thing I would like you guys to consider, and I'm not picking, and I hear a lot of departments getting raises. Can you think about the guys and gals over across the street? They don't get paid much, you know? They volunteer their time, they're dealing with this crisis daily, going out the door. Maybe think about them, you know? We get paid $8.55 an hour, it's not a lot to go out and deal with what we deal with. And I know we're volunteer, I understand that. I'm just saying, remember them. I know you guys, like we've talked, I get it, but, I mean, it'd be nice to show them a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. And I'm not even saying this year, I'm just saying if we could. That's all I got.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
But since that meeting is the same day, I won't be here next, we'll be doing that, Santa, so I apologize.
Go to Candy this way when you.
Who's being, Santa's being Santa?
So it's like good
Coming
answer.
fresh in from the
Well,
north.
why? 'Cause there are a lot of kids watch this video.
Yeah, we got Santa covered,
Yeah.
pending you don't get COVID before then, we'll be all
Yeah.
right.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Chief Guy.
How are you guys
What you
doing?
need, bud?
I don't need any money. We have our firearms qualifications coming up Saturday, so we'll get that out of the way. We're gonna
Oh,
get
yeah.
in for taser training
I got
soon,
plenty.
kind of
Oh,
hold off for this.
Who's gonna teach that?
What's that?
Taser thing?
Taylor, Captain Taylor from Brewster will do it for us.
Okay.
And then our firearms is Sean Smith. He's one of our reserve officers who does our yearly qualifications, saves us a ton of money by having to do it every year because he's got certifications. We're going to be switching to a new reporting system starting the beginning of the year. It's no cost to the village. The state's going to do it for us. It's pretty much all the reporting system we're using now is going to transition to a new one. It's supposed to have a lot better modules on it. We can do everything on one. So that's going to be a really good deal for us there. So we're going to work on switching that over. I'm doing the training videos and stuff now, trying to figure out how it works. So our reports will all automatically upload to the new system. We should be able to write citations through it as well as do accident reports, where now we do 3 different things to do all those. Where this is gonna put it on one.
They made this a mandatory thing, is that what you're saying?
No, we can go with whoever we want to, or whatever.
Well, I'm just asking.
No, they didn't make it
Isn't
mandatory.
this the one we approved, what was it, a year or two ago?
No, nothing was approved.
You're talking about Logic, or what was it?
Logic, yeah.
The program that you and I went and looked at.
Lexipol.
Lexipol.
Yeah,
That was,
3 years
that
ago.
was different.
Yeah, that was policy.
Will this interface with that?
No. No, they shouldn't interface together. It's two different things. Just a report writing system is all we're
Okay.
getting now. Lexipol, by the way, has been an absolute godsend for things. The policy book has helped us in more ways than one.
Will you have to update policies to incorporate this new thing? No?
They do that automatically, don't
Everything, I'll just approve them, yeah, everything should be, nothing needs to be updated, it's pretty much the same system, just better. It's a new program, but it's the same program, so it's a cool system. I am working on getting our laptops and tablets programmed to have it to where my officers can now message different departments as well as dispatch is what I'm hoping to do, and they'll be able to get their calls a little quicker. It'll come across the computer in the cars, and they can see everything there. I'm working with a department, I believe it's Eastlake, at donating to us some tablet mounts. So we don't have to pay for them, they're probably about $600-700 a piece. So I'm hoping to get those for free. So
That's up by Cleveland, right?
we might have to make a trip up there in the next week or two, but
That'd be worth it.
for free, I'll do it. Some of my guys up there get some free equipment, absolutely. Other than that, we've had a couple interesting calls, make sure your stuff's locked up. And people are out stealing, and we had a call about someone shooting BB guns at some Christmas decorations last night. My officers stopped and talked to a few kids that are around and didn't meet the description of the ones that were supposedly shoot the BB guns, so we're trying to keep an eye on that. Had a little girl's dirt bike stolen.
I've seen that, man, that sucks. Those are good little kids too.
Yeah, they do a lot of, they sell the, I believe it's the ones that sell the sweet corn right outside of town.
Yeah.
I bought some off for it.
Yeah, I mean, they're great people, and
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, so we're gonna do the best we can, obviously, to get that taken care of. We still have, a couple felony cases up at the courts that we're working on, trying to work with the courts. I understand there's a lot of stuff going on right now with the courts, but there's 2 serious cases that I am needing answers to. So,
Did this accidental shooting from the house over, did that ever get settled?
that's one of them.
Thank you.
So, I'm not, how do I wanna word this? I'm concerned with how the court system's handling it right now. And I'm hoping that it's because of COVID that this is taking this long to get the answers that I'm looking for. However, I am doing everything I can to investigate and look into why my cases are taking so long and why it feels like we are not getting the support we need. So,
Does
again,
everybody else have the same problem?
I'm looking into it. I'm not saying, I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying anything that would be, misconstrued. I just, I'm a little concerned. And we'll look into it. It could be nothing. It could just be because of Corona. I know there's a lot going on. And I don't want to point fingers or say anything. I'm just hoping that we can get everything resolved that we need resolved. Other than that, everything's going great. We're doing good. So, moving along, I'm trying to work as much as I can from home right now. Just trying to avoid giving us, stop the spread or whatever we gotta do, but for the most part, I can work remotely and see everything that's going on in town, so. Everything should be good. Okay, thanks, guys.
they? Thank you. Okay, great, village administrator.
You guys already went into,
Yeah.
you haven't done that? All right, I'll wait for that. Nothing ground or earth breaking. We got our Digger Dare truck on Friday. We traded our old one in. That one is ready to go. I believe we have 8 poles that need replaced per Osmos. We will also be getting that stenciled with our name and utility department on it. I just signed paperwork today with the mayor for our John Deere 310 tractor. That will be delivered this week whenever we decide a good time would be to do that. I need to speak with Rick and see if we need to make some room for that. But other than that, with our attachments, we got everything we need on that and we're good to go. And other than that, leaf pickup ended day before Thanksgiving. I can't really think of anything else off the top of my head currently. We're still waiting to get the finalized agreement for having Central Allied to be our contractor for the 2020 road paving. That should be done here within the next few days, I'm having to imagine. Deadline for that is the 31st, but we had the emergency meeting last Monday for that, so everything should be
Who's
going
gonna
through.
do the work on the old backhoe?
I mean, the old Booker.
Bring it up to date or whatever needs done to it?
We're probably just gonna keep that as a backup. The new one that we got, we also got extended warranty for it. So anything that falls under, having that to be worked on during that time is under warranty. The old one's fine right now. Everything's been done on it that needs to have it. It's usable right now. Rick's been using it.
I mean, whenever we go to the insurance for next year, all this stuff's gonna be added.
Yeah.
New truck goes, it's gonna cost more, the backhoe's gonna cost more, because we're adding one and not getting rid of another one. Okay, I just wanted to remember.
Absolutely. Other than that, I don't have anything else.
I'd like to make a motion, go into executive session, personnel.
Okay.
Bennett? Yes. Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
Daley?
Yeah.
So, you were. Okay, it's on.
Make a motion to come back from executive committee. Action taken, we decided to hire 2 women. One to work with Cindy starting January 4th. The other work in clerk treasurer's office starting December 14th.
Second the motion. Or do we have to second that?
Yep. Bennett? Yes. Thomas?
Yes.
Richards?
Yes.
McKinney?
Yes.
And Daley?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is there anything else?